Jury has found rapper Tory Lanez guilty of shooting fellow rapper Meghan the Stallion after a 2020 party in the Hollywood Hills.
Let's get right to Eyewitness News reporter Christian Cordero, who is live in the courthouse in downtown LA with the breaking details of the verdict just handed down. Christian.
Colleen, David, sometimes attorneys that are representing these high-profile cases will come and talk to us. We don't necessarily expect that to happen here where we're standing right now, as we have learned and we saw ourselves kind of chaos unfold within the courtroom moments after the verdict was read. But first, let's talk about the verdict itself. Assault with a semi-automatic firearm, guilty. Having a concealed firearm in a vehicle that's not registered, guilty. And discharge of a firearm with gross negligence, guilty. Tory Lanez showed up in court today wearing a pink coat, a white turtleneck, similar to what he was wearing yesterday. He was smiling with family beforehand, of course, optimistic as this jury went into day 2 of deliberations. But then that quickly changed. The jury of 7 women and 5 men walked into the courtroom, and their verdict was read as they handed it over to the bailiff. So guilty, guilty, guilty. There was no reaction from Tory Lanez right when the verdicts were read, but then as soon as the judge dismissed the jury, his father actually stood up in the courtroom and yelled, pointing, looking at prosecutors, saying, "You two are evil, you are wicked," and a lot of other inaudible things. It lasted about a minute or so with his father standing up and his father's wife standing up. Of course, extremely emotional now that his son is facing 22 years, a maximum of 22 years in prison, and was taken away in handcuffs in front of his children 2 days before Christmas. But it also has kind of been the manifestation of a lot of the energy that's happening outside of the courtroom. Meghan the Stallion herself has testified that she feels she has faced consequences to her career for bringing this to court, but she feels like she needs to in order to amplify the struggle that Black women face in getting criminal justice as victims and feeling protected within the rap industry. So today the jurors at least said, we hear you, we see you, and we believe you. But it seems like this is kind of just the beginning of some of the energy around a trial that has entered a new phase. Sentencing is scheduled for January 27th at 8:30 a.m. Reporting live in downtown LA, I'm Christian Cordero, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.